We ain't got no defense.
Goat head.
You know what?
What do goat head mean to you?
I'm looking up Dallas Cowboys stuff.
Alice, please don't bother me during my solo performance.
Yeah, please.
She loves to hear me sing.
Who does?
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then
She thinks she's gonna get a treat.
Like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw. You see that smile come to her
Can
face
that dog
while I'm
see
singing?
or not? Is that dog blind or not?
No, she's not completely blind. That's Daddy's baby. Daddy's baby. You Daddy's baby. Ain't you, girl? You Daddy's baby.
Mess with my stuff.
You Daddy's baby.
Are you singing? I'm gonna turn this off if you ain't singing. I don't want to hear you sing.
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. Okay, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work, Alice. I gotta go to work, buddy. This is the Rick and JoeT Dumbass Club coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas.
Yeah, where the time is.
We are in the CHUMP studios. The current time is 2:45. I am RL Fairless Incorporated.
I'm JoeT.
And Alice is here somewhere.
Thanks.
There she is.
Alice, get away from me. I don't even like you, Alice.
He don't like dogs.
I do like dogs.
He's a cat person. Did you ever have a dog?
Yeah. We used to
What
have
was
dogs
his
and
name?
dogs.
Bundy?
Well, the last dog that we had was named Sissy.
Oh, and you're a cat
It was
person.
a red healer.
You're a cat
red
person,
healer.
and you had a dog named
It's a
Sissy.
girl dog. It's a girl.
E-I-E-I-O.
It's a girl red healer.
Old JoeT lived on a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
What is wrong with
He
you?
had a dog, and his name was Sissy. E-I-E-I. What's your
Alice,
cat's name?
What are you doing?
Boot.
Butch.
Boots.
Butch.
Oh, Butch.
Dumbass.
So you had a dog named Sissy,
It was a girl dog
and
and a boy cat named Butch.
why don't you have a normal name like Alice? That's a normal
Like
name.
Alice.
That's
not
a-
a normal name.
That's a normal name for a pup.
She's licking his butt again. How smart do you have to be to lick your butt? Alice, quit it.
We don't like
Don't
the
come over
Alice.
and lick on me
we
after
don't.
doing that.
We don't
I
like
don't
the
know where
Alice
you've
jokes, Joe.
I don't know where you've been. Get out of the way. Go over there to your dad.
Come over here. Leave that mongrel alone. So what's
Okay.
happening?
Well, you were in Galveston last weekend.
I was at the Lone Star rally,
Yeah.
and it was good.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, probably 500,000 people out there.
Wow. Son, you said it rained all the way down. You were going to ride.
Rain. We were going to ride, and it was forecasted rain all day Thursday, and it rained all the way to Houston. It
Yeah.
rained in Galveston.
Wow.
I mean, it poured.
Now, you were set up in a different spot.
We were on the seawall, close to Landry's and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what they call it, fishtail.
Right.
We're over there.
You
It's a
were
great
across
spot.
the street. You weren't on the seawall. You were just across the street from the seawall, right?
Yeah, well, there's the
Big
seawall
lot.
is that street.
Yeah.
We're on the corner of that street and 27th or 26th or
How
something.
far out that is. There's a big lot there or something. They had y'all
Huge,
on,
yeah,
Who was
there's-
on the lot with you?
Victory,
Yeah.
Indian, Desperado, Southern Metal. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good group.
Yeah, no, it was good.
You said you rode one of the new Indians?
I rode one of the new Indians. We had a memorial ride for Conrad Nicholas,
Yeah.
Jeff's son that died a few years ago.
Right.
We had a ride for him, and Jeff and I both rode Indians.
What color was it? What did you like? What'd you ride? Which one did you ride?
I rode a red Chieftain.
Is that the one with the hard bags or
Yeah.
soft bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got a fairing on it, kind of a
Yeah,
funky fairing.
with electric windshield.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
How much up and down? Just
Like a Vision.
yeah. Huh. Cool.
And it was good. It wasn't as good as a Victory, though.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't like it as good as I liked the Vicks.
Yeah. So everybody rode okay, rode
Yeah,
good, looked
yeah,
good,
yeah.
all that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big fan of that nostalgic 30s long fenders and skirted fenders and all that.
I like the looks of that new engine, though.
I do too.
Have one of the engines. If we could get our hands on an engine, I'd like to have one of those to build a bike out of.
Yeah.
Just the engine, because it's going to be a good engine with Polaris doing it.
Yeah, no, it is. It is good. I mean, it's a great bike. It's not my style, and I don't think it's not as it doesn't ride as good or as much power as a Victory.
Really? How big's the motor? Is it a 106?
111.
111? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you don't think it has much as power as the Victory?
It's got a lot of power.
Ah.
But you know how the Victories ride.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how do you improve on the ride of a Victory, Joe? You've been riding a Victory for years. How do you improve upon that ride?
I don't. I love mine. Actually, my wife and I were talking about riding a Victory. Remember the last time I rode?
Your wife rides a Victory from here on Harry Hines down to Royal Lane, and she's ready to get off.
We talked about it this weekend. She's wanting to get back out and ride some. She committed to that.
Don't do it. It's a trick.
No, but here's what I got to do. I got to put my tour pack on my Vision. I think she'd be more comfortable with that tour pack. She said she just got scared because the wind was blowing a lot that day, and she was on the back.
Well, so that was her big revelation, is that it was windy, and then your big comeback was, honey, if you're going 70 miles an hour,
there's a 70-mile-an-hour wind.
There's a 70-mile-an-hour wind, and she was awestruck. 70 miles an hour, a 70-mile-an-hour wind.
She put the two
It's
together.
windy on a motorcycle.
That was that first time that we were in Sturgis. She didn't realize how.
You took her here. You were going to take her from here to.
That was a year ago or so.
She ain't ridden since.
I know, but she wants to, and I told her, I said, let's try it with the tour pack on. So we'll put the tour pack on the Vision, and I'll come take her for a ride, and I think she'll be fine. Because then she'll have something to lean back against.
It was funny because JoeT came and they got here and we got the bike all ready for him, and him and his wife loaded up.
We were going to go to East Texas.
Everybody hugged and kissed one another and waved. We're about like you're waving to your grandma and grandpa.
Like Andy was leaving town.
We're waving and waving and waving. 10 minutes later, he comes back and I said, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "Motherfucker."
I don't think I said that.
They got into the car and left, and I didn't hear from Joe for 3 years. Finally, he called me and he said, "That motherfucker figured out it's windy on a motorcycle."
I did not. That's not true.
That is true.
No, you exaggerated all that.
Oh, now you're saying I exaggerate.
You and I have never gone 3 years without talking. We've never gone 3 days without talking.
Well, it seemed like 3 years. You really weren't gone 15 minutes.
No, we weren't. I will tell you what we did. We went down Regal Row. We went down Harry Hines to Regal Row, went down to 35, and I got down to Market Hall.
Which is about a mile and a half.
I got down to Market Hall. I got all the way around the corner, past 183, down to Market Hall.
And your wife started banging you in the ribs.
And I'm like, what's going on back there? And so I pulled off, got off on the service road, and I said, "Is there a problem?" She said, "I'm not liking it. I'm scared." And I go, "I'm driving fine." She goes, "Not your driving." She goes, "It's just too windy, and I just don't feel comfortable." And I said, "Okay, let's go back." So we went back. So instead of getting back on the freeway where it's windy, I went up Wycliffe and came up Harry Hines. So I was driving like 30. So there's only a 30-mile-an-hour wind.
She came up to me, "Ricky, do you realize that 70 miles an hour, there's a 70-mile-an-hour wind?"
Well, there's really not, because I blocked most of it.
Mute it. Mute it. Do not disturb all.
So, but anyway, when we first went to Sturgis is where this joke comes from. We remember we went to Sturgis.
No, they was both jokes, Joe.
Well, I know, but we backed up into the American Inn. We were still staying over the American Inn,
and we just got there.
We always did.
Yeah.
We weren't usually in.
We
Sturgis.
didn't take a piss first.
We back up, throw our bags in the room, unload the trailer, and we were gone.
One time I took a piss first.
Did you?
Out in the parking lot.
I think you did that while you were riding.
I did.
Felt a little something.
I did. I hung it out the side and let it rip.
So anyway, we were headed down. That day we were
Where's my dog? Don't use words like that in front of my pup.
I don't know where your pup is. Maybe taking a crap over in the corner.
There she is. There's Daddy's girl. That's Dad's girl. What are you doing?
Alice, quit that.
What are you doing?
Alice.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead with your feeble jokes.
So anyway,
that
day we were running about 80, 85 going into Sturgis. And she said, "Man, it's windy." I said, "Yeah, that's kind of the way it works."
Yeah, I know that tour pack. And you know what?
Yeah.
You bought that tour pack when you bought that bike.
It's never been on.
Never bolted it on there, and you've had that bike 5 years. What year is it? An 08?
10.
Oh, it's not a 10, is it?
Yeah, it's a 10.
Oh, I was thinking it was an 08 or an 09.
It's a 10.
Okay, so you've had it 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Never had it on there.
Never had it on there, but we need to put it on there, and then I can go take her for a ride. So, well, probably going into winter, so we're probably not gonna ride much this winter. But anyway, point is, here's the point.
You still talking about that? Back to that?
She's committed that she's gonna ride some.
Well, that was some. From here to Regal Row was some.
Yeah.
Then it was some more to Market Hall, and then back. That's got to be 3 miles round trip.
It's 4.2 miles.
Is that what it was? That sounds about right. 4.2 miles.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's been a couple of years. She's ready to try it again.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, and then I'm trying to figure out. Help me. How can I take Bundy for a ride? Or when Cheryl wants to go, how can all three of us
Joe, you seen me carry my kids on the bike when they were younger than Bundy.
Yeah.
The only way you can do
you
it.
Didn't take them on a trip or anything.
No. I took Steve to Austin when he was probably
6 or 7.
No, he was probably 4 or 5. The only way you can do it, and you just do it in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You get mama in on the back, and you put the baby in the middle.
Right.
Put the baby between you and her,
right.
Just in case he
I
starts
get
to
Bundy
freak
a little
out.
Bit bigger. He doesn't freak out. He wants to punch buttons. He's like you. I'm going down the road at 80 miles an hour, and he'll hit the kill switch.
That's what I do.
That's what Bundy do. Hey, look, Dad, a button. Mash.
Yeah.
That's what he look.
He'd be fiddling with everything.
Yeah,
you ain't even got a radio on there to fiddle with.
No.
Well, we can put your radio on there.
I don't
Slater,
want a
get a radio on there for Bundy to operate.
I want a radio for Bundy to operate. When he gets a little bigger and I can keep him from mashing buttons, then I'll put him on there.
What I used to do with mine is I'd put them,
duct tape their hands together?
No, before they were 6 months old, I'd take them for a ride in the neighborhood. Yeah. I just put them in there, and you got your hands like this where they can't go anywhere.
Yeah. I know. I got to go get Bundy a helmet. You can get me a helmet. I just don't know what size. Probably get him a little full face helmet and put on him.
I still have the little kid's helmet I bought years ago.
Yeah. So anyway, what else going on?
Galveston was cool. I mean, it was, I worked with Allstate.
And you sold a lot of parts, you said.
I sold a lot of victory parts.
Rodney says you sold your pass-through thing. What do you call that thing?
Engine block.
Yeah.
Where it covers up that big gap behind the motor.
Said you sold a lot of those.
Yeah. No, Galveston was really good. I played golf on Friday morning with my old buddy Bob that used to live here, and now he lives in Galveston.
Was he missing George?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he misses his buddy.
How does he like living down there?
He loves it. You know what? You know how many people live on the island?
No.
40,000.
Really?
It's not very many, is it?
Well, that's way more than I would have thought.
See, I thought there was more. I thought it was going to be a couple of 100,000.
No, I thought it'd only be like 10 or 15,000.
He said it was less than 40,000 people live on the island. Yeah. So they know, I guess there's basically what they do is they go out to eat, they drink beer and
play golf.
He doesn't even play that much golf. He tries to play a couple times a week or at least go to the range.
Right.
But him and his wife, they go to it's a small town. Downtown Galveston, you've seen it. It's a little small town.
Right.
Well, there's all these eclectic little bars and dives and stuff, so they know every one. So when we went to supper, we went to one. It was really cool. He's saying, on Wednesday nights you got to go over here because they got the band. Now on Tuesday nights they got these specials over here.
So he's got it all worked out.
Yeah, and on Monday nights, man, the best ribs in town, and they know all that stuff, and that's what they do.
So did he buy a house or a condo?
He bought a condo.
Okay.
He bought a
How
condo.
far is it from the golf course and stuff?
3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's right there.
So he's not hating it?
No, he likes it.
Really?
Yeah, he likes it.
Because his wife made him do it.
His wife told him they were going to do it.
Yeah.
And they did. His granddaughter moved down there with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's down there with them.
That's cool.
He said she was came down there and she met a boy and she is pursuing her MRS degree. It's the first time I'd heard that.
How's that working out?
It's the first time I heard that in a long time. They used to say that years ago.
When you go to college, you're going to go work on an MRS degree.
Yeah, her MRS degree. If you young people don't know what it is, figure it out.
Yeah.
An MRS.
Ask your mom and dad.
Yeah, an MRS degree.
Anyway. So what else? Okay, Cowboys played.
Cowboys played and they won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for the defense.
Yeah. I know you don't like Romo, but you got to admit, when it got down to 2 minutes, we were texting back and forth.
Well, the idiot threw a interception.
He did.
And we could have lost, but the good thing is our defense held. So then
Yeah.
we got the ball back and we went down and scored.
Yeah, he went like 90 yards.
Right. But still, we would have lost that game if it hadn't been for the defense.
But we would have lost the game if Tony Romo didn't take us down the field too.
Well,
You can't just say you can't. It's not a one. That's the whole thing. It's not one
I don't
fucking
like Romo.
guy. I know you don't.
I don't like Romo.
I know you don't.
And I don't like Garrett. He's
a
a good guy. They're both good guys.
Yeah.
I wish they were playing somewhere else.
You know, it's. They say that Romo gives us the best chance to win.
Oh, bullshit.
Who do you want?
I want Peyton.
Well, make a deal for him. He's only 37 years old.
I don't care.
Hey,
I'll
you know
take
what?
him.
You wait a couple more years, I bet you'll be able to get him pretty cheap.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, after he retires,
Yeah.
bring you back in like Favre.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You could bring Brett Favre in right now, and he'd still be one of the top quarterbacks
I
in the
saw
league.
a deal on ESPN the other night. They had these analysts, and they were talking about the best teams in football.
Right.
Guess who both of them ranked as the best team in NFL today?
Well, obviously Denver's one of them.
Denver was they're both of them number one pick. And
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Kansas City was down like 3 or 4 on both of them.
Yeah, well, Kansas City only won like 2 games last year.
Well, they're
Kansas,
9-0 now.
Yeah, Kansas City is doing remarkable.
Unbelievable.
But see, you got to remember, when we played. That's the whole thing. We've lost 4 games.
yeah.
All 4 of those games we've lost have gone down to the wire. Me and you were there for the one.
Yeah, against Peyton.
Yeah, they against the number 1 team.
They should have blown out Minnesota.
They should have, but they
should have
didn't.
blown out Minnesota.
Yeah, but there's really in the NFL you never can tell. You never can tell.
I agree, but I mean, and Adrian Peterson had a hell of a game.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, wouldn't you love to have him?
yeah.
It just frustrates me. I just want to win. I want to be the team we ought to be.
Me too.
I want to be that team that is 9-0. You know, and we have confidence in our quarterback. We're not, and I have no confidence.
Well, I got confidence.
Good news is we're leading NFL East.
Yeah, barely.
saying much.
Barely. I got confidence in the quarterback. Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda? You either got to be on or off.
Well,
you can't be maybe.
Okay.
You know what maybe means? Maybe means nothing.
Okay, Quincy Carter,
Yeah, I don't like him either.
you're off.
I'm off.
Okay, all those Chad Hennings and all those, or Chad, whatever those
I'm
idiots'
off.
names, we were off.
But why don't we
Okay,
trade up?
okay, well then hold
and
on.
get an Andrew Luck or one of those guys.
Well,
why don't we get one of those guys?
Okay, everybody said Tim Tebow was that guy.
No, nobody did. They
Yeah,
were
they
all
did.
worried about him being an NFL quarterback. They were all worried about him.
There's only one Andrew Luck.
Let's get him.
He's already got.
Well, there's
He
gonna
got
be
a
another
girlfriend.
one.
He don't need another
There's going to
girlfriend.
be another one. There's somebody that's coming up.
It's picking that guy's the thing. Who is that guy?
There was the RG3,
Yeah.
you know. There's the Luck.
Well, RG3. In case you
There's
ain't
the Kaepernick.
in case
whatever
you
his name is.
in case you ain't noticed, RG3 ain't doing so hot.
No, well, he got hurt.
He did get hurt.
He hadn't been doing so well since he's in.
No, he's only this is only his second year.
Yeah.
He's not been doing very good.
Well,
Now, Andrew Luck, without a doubt, is probably the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's not as polished as Peyton, but this is his second year,
Right.
and
He's
Peyton's
gonna
like
get better.
17th or
Right.
15th or
15th
something.
year. Yeah. He's going to get better. I mean, let's find that guy.
Well,
You know?
it's you think you have those guys. I mean, it's like that Russell Wilson.
Let's see.
Nobody knew he was.
Wait a minute. Let me go back. Who drafted Romo? Let's see. Wait
Nobody.
a minute. Who drafted Romo? Let's see. There was the first round. No, he missed that one. Second round. No, he didn't get in that
He
one.
didn't get drafted.
I know. What does that tell you?
How many rounds do they have in a draft?
It was there. Is there 13 or 14?
No, they don't. They only have like 3 rounds now.
No, they got more than that. Yeah, they do.
Google it, motherfucker. I mean, Google it, mofo. They only have 3 or 4 rounds, Joe. All they have.
I don't think that's right.
No, you know what? They may have 6 or 7 rounds.
Yeah, they've got 7.
6 or 7. You know what round Tom Brady went in?
No.
Where do you think Tom Brady went? One of the best quarterbacks that ever played the game.
I don't remember.
6th round.
Really?
Because they weren't sure about the guy, and look how good he is. I mean, he's as good as Peyton Manning, probably.
He's good. There's no question.
Yeah, no, that guy's unbelievable. And I'm not a big Tom Brady fan, but boy, wouldn't I love to have that freaking guy.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of no-name receivers, and he's still lighting up the NFL. I just hate New England. I hate Belichick.
Oh, I hate Belichick.
You know what? I think there's 7 rounds now, 6 or 7 rounds.
Wait a minute. Why isn't it here? What happened? Why is this? Oh, wait. Oh, that is.
I wandered so aimlessly. Look in the road ahead. You notice how you can have a play on look in the road?
Yeah.
Look in the road ahead?
Yeah.
Look in the road ahead.
Hold on, I'll go to this other website.
Oh, how many websites you got on there?
There's 7 rounds.
Okay.
And there's 32 picks a round.
Right. There used to be like 13 rounds.
Yeah. They're less.
No, the bottom line is, and they talk about it on the radio every day about Romo. People either love him or hate him. I'm in the middle. I don't hate him by any stretch because, brother, we had Quincy freaking Carter.
I understand that.
Okay?
Yeah.
But we also had Troy Aikman and Roger Staubach.
Yeah. And Don Meredith.
And Danny White. Danny White was a hell of a good quarterback.
I'd take Craig Morton.
Nah, Craig Morton wasn't worth the shit.
I'd take him over Romo.
I liked Craig Morton, though.
I did too.
I liked Craig Morton, but he wasn't worth the shit.
We got to do something.
Well, they were so beat up. That Sean Lee has turned out to be a stud, hadn't he?
My God, that's the best draft pick they have had in
years.
10 years.
Well, DeMarcus Ware wasn't a bad one.
No, he wasn't bad. No, I like DeMarcus.
Those two guys are unbelievable. But that Sean Lee, he can light it up, can't he?
He's around the ball. That's just
okay, so what else we got? We're having on the 16th, which is next Saturday week, or when you listen to this week, Beerfest.
Or 2 days ago.
Yeah, or 2 days ago.
Whenever best.
November the 16th,
yeah.
Beerfest.
Yeah.
That's where we bring out all these craft beers, and you get a souvenir
like
cup.
$5 or something, or $2.
Yeah, something like that. You get to try all these different beers.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Cheap drunk.
Excuse me. I wasn't talking about your courting procedures with your wife, Joe.
Hey, my courting procedures, get in the truck.
No, that's what you said to Lisa. Shut up and get in the car.
Yeah.
We're not going. She wanted to go in that bar, and she was drunk as a skunk, remember?
Oh, I remember. Where have we been? We'd been out all day on that stupid bus.
On the bus. We used to get on that hamster bus and ride all over, and everybody had been drinking and eating. That's what you do up there in Minnesota in the winter. You drink and eat.
What else can you can't get outside.
And we drove, and we stopped in these little towns, and you stopped at all these bars, and we drank, and we ate, and Joe's wife was feeling no pain.
Yeah.
So we get to this bar, and it's like 9 or 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
The
was bar's
cold
packed,
and dark and
cold.
icy.
So it was me and Joe and our old ladies at the time.
Your ex-wife.
My ex-wife and his ex-wife. And so we get there, and she gets out of the car, and she says, "Let's go in and have a drink." And Joe said, "No, I don't want to go in and
Well,
get
I asked you. I said, "You don't want to go in and have a drink, do you?"
And I said, "Hell no." And so she's trying to talk us in, and Joe's being real nice. He said, "No, I don't want." And she's drunk as shit. She just keeps pushing it. "Come on in. Let's just go on in and have one drink." Joe finally yelled, "Get in the fucking car. Let's go back to the hotel." She shut up and got in the car.
Yeah.
Then she's sitting back there.
It was a quiet ride back to the...
She's sitting back there all nice and quiet, and then I'll go, "Who let the dogs out?" And she goes, "Woof, woof, Woof!
Yeah, thanks. You're a lot of help, Fairless.
Then I'd laugh and Joe would just shake his ugly head.
Let's call your ex-wife and wish her a happy birthday. What do you
No
say?
thanks. No
Don't start that
thanks.
stuff, would you?
No, that was just funny. That was the only time I ever saw you yell at a woman
I didn't really yell at her. I just told her to get in the damn car.
in a loud voice.
Yeah, I don't yell. I'm not a yeller.
No, I'm not. I try not to yell. I yell sometimes.
I'm really not a yeller. Now, I want to get my point across. I'll be stern, but I'm not a yeller.
Right. You yelled at her.
Yeah, I did that night.
You yelled
Get in the damn car.
Yeah. You yelled. Man, we were beat, remember?
Oh, and it was cold and icy, and I just wanted to go back and go to bed. I was tired.
Gee, we were staying at that Holiday Inn, remember?
Yeah.
And plus, we're supposed to get up and do the same thing the next day, too.
Yeah, well, that's what we do up there.
That's what you do up there. You
Remember,
eat.
we spent how many Super Bowl Sundays? Everybody always asks me when we talk about it, and I go, yeah, for years I spent Super Bowl Sunday in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And they look at me like, what kind of idiot are you?
We went up there, 3 or 4 years in a row? 5 years in a row?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for quite a while. Yeah. It was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was.
I was trying to remember the name of that bar the other day. Somebody was talking about being from Minneapolis, and I said,
It was
you ever go to Whiskey Junction?
Whiskey
I couldn't
Junction,
think of it, but
and then the other one was the Joint.
the Joint, yeah.
Remember, Whiskey Junction and the Joint.
Yeah.
Where's my dog?
I don't know.
There she is. There's Daddy.
Somewhere licking her butt.
She don't do that, Joe.
She does.
Bundy might. She don't.
Bundy don't. Bundy don't bend that way. Dogs do.
This one don't. This is a good girl.
Okay, so you got this thing coming up on the 16th. Is that what day it is?
Yeah, it's the Beerfest, and we're also going to have a fundraiser for a friend of mine that's got some heart issues and some medical problems. His name is Art Esslinger. We
Yeah.
call him Moose.
Yeah.
Skinny guy with the long ZZ top beard. He's been a friend of mine for 30 years. Good guy, real nice guy. And, he's got a bunch of medical bills and needs a little
A
help.
little fundraiser for that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
I'm going to
good.
try to help him out a little bit.
Speaking of health issues,
He's a good man.
We talked about it at lunch. Are we going to talk about that any? Our buddy?
Our buddy
I don't
John,
know if he knows anything.
John Green, who we just called him the boss. He's the guy that ran all the Easy Rider bike shows, and he still does.
Yeah.
Well, he's got cancer in a couple of different spots, and it's
Great. One of the all-time good guys.
I'll never forget when me and you were in San Diego. We're sitting there eating breakfast with him. Remember at the restaurant there in San Diego, and we talked and talked and talked, and finally I said, "Dang, John, what are you trying to get Joe's life story or something? You were telling him your whole life story.
Well,
remember?"
we just were yakking. Well, he and I
He
became
said,
friends.
"You did."
And even when we would go to the Easy Rider shows, I'd usually go over and John and I'd get in a corner somewhere
And just talk, yeah.
Because he liked talking investments and
Yeah.
different things and
Great
money
guy.
stuff. Just a
Great
super
guy.
good- I think the last time I saw him was in Sturgis.
We saw him. Remember,
Year
we
before
sat there
last.
with him at the
Yeah.
Easy Riders
Right.
pavilion or whatever that
we walked
was.
we sat on that little picnic bench out there and
we
shot
talked
the
to him
shit for a
for
while.
an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, that guy is truly a good guy, and he's taking chemo, and he told me he's feeling better, and I asked him, I said, "What can I do for you?" And he said, "Pray."
yeah, well, I'll keep him in my prayers.
I keep him in my
He's just
prayers.
a good man.
He's
I
a
like
he's
him.
a hard-working dude.
Yeah,
He's just a good man. I don't remember how old he is, but he's our age.
yeah, he's somewhere around our age.
He's in his 50s.
Yeah, just a super guy. I just hate that for him.
Well, he said he's feeling better.
Good.
He's lost a lot of weight and he's lost his hair, but he said he's feeling better.
Good.
So, and he said his wife is really taking care of him and helping him out.
I
So,
don't think I've ever met his wife. Did you ever meet her?
I don't know that I have either.
I don't think I ever met his wife. She was never at any of the shows.
Yeah,
But I mean, he was always working his butt off and all that stuff.
that guy's he's tough as a boot.
Anyway, you had an article come out in one of the magazines you sent me a week or two ago. Maybe
Which one was it?
I don't know. I think it was Ironworks.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've been
Good
trying to
article.
send you some.
Yeah.
Did you get? I told them to send you dealer new. No, Ironworks. They're sending you Ironworks,
No,
right? I think I told them to send them to you. Maybe I
I'd
didn't.
love to have them.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But when you send me you email me the copy of the article kind of deal. I read
Right.
it when you do that. It was a good one.
I enjoy writing. I would love to write for a commercial. I'm writing in the motorcycle industry for 2 different publications.
Yeah.
I would like to write for D magazine or Playboy or something, because you got to admit I got a different kind of writing style.
It's a good, actually. I hate to say this, because I don't want your head to get.
It's a good read, isn't it?
You are a good writer. I have no friggin' clue where it comes from, but I enjoy reading it. It's actually kind of good.
I appreciate it. I enjoy writing, and I think it's because I'm creating something.
Yeah.
I mean, writing a story is creating something.
Right.
And I enjoy doing that.
Well, it's funny just what comes out of your head. It's actually really, really good.
Well, I try to write like I talk.
Why don't you just write some articles and then submit them to some magazines? Actually, I was talking to a guy yesterday that is now, he's a financial advisor, so he's writing different kinds of stuff. But he writes articles. He wrote some articles and he submitted them to some different magazines.
Right.
And then what came of it is they liked it. They started putting them in his magazine. But then this author that was writing this book called him and said, hey, I want you to help me write this book. So him and this other author now are writing a financial book and stuff, because it's, but same kind of thing could happen to you. He just submitted to magazines. He just would write an article and he'd submit it to them, and
right.
All of a sudden somebody picked it up and started publishing them.
That's what I need to do. I mean, I've sent some different magazines some of my past writings,
Right.
but I need to write an article as if I was writing it for
like D Magazine
Yeah.
or Texas Monthly,
Yeah,
or
something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Vanity Fair.
Yeah.
What other good one?
Playboy. That'd be a good one to be in.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or let's see, crops and
What's
farming.
crops?
Crops and farming. That'd be a good one.
Hey, Goose, come here. Are you going to pull that trailer up there?
Yeah.
Are you feel comfortable pulling that trailer?
Yeah, I drove that thing all over the place.
Yeah.
You not to
You
worry.
just have to be. You got to be careful going around them. You're going to get up there, and it's going to be a tight fit up there.
I got no problem with that.
Okay.
How much-
Use your that trailer is extra wide. Remember,
Yeah, it's got the wide tire. It's an 8-footer.
it's 8 foot wide. Okay.
I've done that trailer. I've done big trailers.
It's been a long time since you pulled them, though.
Well, it's been a long time because I haven't been pulling trailer around. But how many years? 10 years with the manufacturers pulling trailers.
Okay.
You gonna be down there tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be down there.
I mean Saturday or tomorrow? You gonna be
Yeah,
down there
he'd
all
be
the
there
time?
all weekend.
Bell.
I may try to come by there tomorrow if I can get loose.
You got the
Bundy
other-
and I are coming down on
I'm
Saturday.
going to try and get badges today.
So you got the other. Bob K's got 3 bikes, and he called me. So make sure he's got them. I told Gary. Then you got 2 bikes that are going to go to Kurt. He's one of the promoters of the show.
Yeah.
So get those to him.
Yeah. Gary knows which one. I know which one's going on our booth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, go get that shit set up, and then I'll come out there. I'll come out there tomorrow, and then you going to take those red things out there? Or you doing that tomorrow?
We'll do that probably tomorrow.
Okay. And then I'll come out.
Take the 40 tomorrow. We're going to take the racks. All that
Okay.
extra shit.
And then I'll come. Don't forget that other stuff.
Yeah, I know. We're going to take that tomorrow.
And then I'll come out there sometime tomorrow and just kind of make sure, because I want to set it up the way that I want to set it up.
I kind of know how you want to set it up.
You should.
And I may come down see you tomorrow because my schedule's relatively open. So I may come down. Then I'm gonna bring Bundy down Saturday.
Yeah, come like 2 o'clock when everything's set up before it
Yeah.
starts, because that's the less busy.
Right. Okay.
Going down.
Yeah.
No, I was just working
I just don't wanna
I
get
got
trapped
that,
down there and then trying to get home.
cross-country 8-ball sold.
Huh?
I got that cross-country 8-ball sold.
Well, didn't you have it loaded up in the trailer?
No, I have 2 of them.
Oh, you got 2 of them. Okay.
Yeah. This guy's.
Because I noticed you're sending two. You're sending 2 cross countries out there.
I wanted a budget bike and one
Okay.
for shit on.
Okay, beat it so we can finish doing this show. You're bothering me now.
Well, I gotta go too.
You're welcome.
Sell a bike and
Go sell a bike, will you?
Sold.
Sold. And I told you I made Goose the sales manager.
Yeah, you did.
So
That's good. I think that's a good move.
no, he's a good.
He'll do good on the paperwork and all that stuff you need.
He
And
does.
he can probably get you a report. Why don't you let him put in the stuff that I did for you on the computer?
Felicia's better at that than him.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, are you getting it in there?
Everything except the bike sales. That's the only thing I haven't got. What do you think? I'm just sitting around waiting for the honeymooners to come on?
Yes.
I'm not. I record that shit, and no, Joe, I'm not.
How far behind are you on bike sales?
3 years.
Why don't you give that to Goose and say,
Hold on, my pocket's buzzing.
when you sell one, put it in the computer, put it in that spreadsheet I'm developing.
Hold on, it's Freddie. Hey, Fred.
I don't want to talk to Fred.
What's happening?
Here, I'll play something while you're...
2 cameras? What am I supposed to do with that? I give one to JoeT and one to me, and then we can film each other? Yeah, get me those 2 so I can sell off of, right? Okay. Yeah.
Busy here.
No. Okay. You coming to the IMS show? Yeah, we got a big booth out there. Yeah. But you can come hang out with us. I can get you in there. Just call me on my cell phone. Yeah, I'll be there all day Saturday.
We're busy here.
Yeah, Goose will be there Friday night. Maybe I'll be there for a while Friday.
What is going on?
No. Dallas Convention Center. All right, pal, I gotta go. Bye. What do you want to bother me like that for?
Who is that?
Fred.
Fred?
Fred the cabbage head.
Fred. Does he want to sell you some tires?
No,
Every time I ever talk to Fred, he's pushing tires.
Pushing tires. GoPros.
Huh?
Those GoPros are really popular now.
What's he got to do with GoPros?
Well, they sell them.
Really?
Through Tucker Rocky, yeah.
Really? I didn't know. Why would they be selling GoPros?
They'll sell goat cheese if they can make a freaking profit on it, and I will too.
That's true. That's true. So what's he giving? He's giving you some GoPros?
Yeah.
We're trying to get you to
we
buy
got the
some?
display. He talked me into ordering some, so we order it and we get this big fancy display with no GoPros. They're on back order.
So he's got something that he's trying to sell you. He ain't got none of it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
He's got plenty of tires if you want to buy some tires.
Tires they got.
Trust me. He'll
Tires,
sell you some
they got the
And
tires.
maybe a case of oil.
Maybe a case of Earl, and they got that.
You know, Fred is a good salesman. He is pushing the stuff. You know
Well,
that?
he's pushy. You got that part right. He's pushy.
How long has it been since Fred's been in Sturgis? Was he there this year?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I didn't see him there this year. I was too busy working.
Well, he was back polishing his bike.
Probably. No, he was working the Tucker Rocky booth.
Oh, was he?
Biker's Choice booth.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we got coming up this weekend by the
Okay.
time you listen to it, the 16th.
Yeah. What else we got?
We got, almost every weekend, we do something out here.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Joe knows something.
Well, I got to get on Facebook because that's where I get all the news.
So I got Facebook.
Yeah. You're on Facebook because I get 2 things from you on every Facebook. I get one from Fairless and then one from Strokers.
There you go.
Same thing.
They're both me, Joe.
Yeah, same thing.
So
both
I
me.
saw a Kate Upton video where she's naked and they're painting her.
Wait a minute. I got to pay attention to
She's
this.
only 20, Joe.
I'll risk it.
Basically, she's naked. She said, the weather's beautiful. I'm glad to be here, so I don't mind being naked.
Really?
And she stripped her swimsuit off, and they hand
Where'd you
painted
see that
her.
video at?
I got the link for it.
Well, hit it on your phone.
No, she's only 20. That could be child porn. I'm not going to get into all that.
I'm just going to look at it on here.
No, you're over 60. You're
No,
pushing.
I am not.
You're pushing
You're
60.
the same age I am.
You're in the 4th quarter of your life.
You are too.
Actually, you may be in the 2-minute warning.
I'm not.
Your dad and your grandpa died at 59, and how old are you?
I swear, you're going to jinx me.
How old are you?
I'm 57.
Yeah, you're at the 2. Joe, you've only got like 40 seconds left to go in the game. You better hurry up and throw a Hail
I want
Mary.
to see a Kate Upton video.
Oh, no, that's too much for you. Hey,
Why don't you put it on
You
here?
made a prediction that did not come true.
What?
You said if Obama ever came to Dallas, we would be 2 for 2.
No.
He was in Dallas yesterday.
I said we could be. I didn't say we would.
He
gonna
even
be.
came to Love Field, Joe. Right over there.
You know, I heard that. My wife was telling me last night she had to go to a meeting last night. She told me that the streets were all blocked up because Obama was in town.
Yeah.
Apparently, they didn't give anybody any.
Where is Lee Harvey Oswald when you need him?
That's not very nice.
Do you know what Lee Harvey Oswald and Marilyn Monroe have in common?
Yes. You told me this one. You told it a couple of weeks ago on the show.
They both banged Kennedy. Only Lee Harvey banged him last. Bang! Bang!
You know, the Kennedys are going to hate you.
That's okay. I don't like them either. I don't like Yankees for one. I don't like...
They're really
are they
Yankees.
Republicans or Democrats?
They're Democrats.
I don't like Democrats. I don't like Yankees. Are they Jewish?
No,
What are
they're
they?
Catholic.
Oh, I sure don't like a Catholic.
You're alienating a lot of people.
I'm alienating a lot of... Wait a minute. I'm not even sure what a Catholic is. What is a Catholic? I saw the Pope. I like the Pope.
You did?
Is he Catholic?
Yes. He's like the head.
He's the head of all the Catholics?
The head
What
guy.
is the difference between a Catholic and a Jew and a Protestant and all that? Just real short. Make it like 30 seconds or less.
Catholics and Protestants.
Does it have something to do with dancing?
Christians
One of
all
them.
believe in Jesus. Jews do not believe in Jesus.
What
And
are
that's
they-
it in a nutshell. They
So-
believe in God, but they don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe that Jesus was
How
the
can
Messiah.
hold on? How can the Jews not believe in Jesus when the Jesus was a Jew? Wasn't he a Jew?
Yeah, he was.
Like a Jewish carpenter?
Yeah, that's right. What's your point?
Okay,
They don't
so
think he was the Messiah.
they think he was just a goon.
He's just a regular guy. They think there was a Jesus. They just think he was just a regular guy.
What about the
They
Catholics?
think he was a good guy, but just a regular guy.
So the Catholics believe in
Jesus.
God,
Yeah,
in Jesus,
yeah.
and so do the Protestants?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the difference between the Catholics and the Protestants? There's no dancing in there somewhere, right?
Well, that's the Baptist and the Church of Christ. And
Okay, yeah. I was a Church of Christ.
Yeah.
We dance, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them Baptists, I don't like Baptists either. Are they the
see,
ones that didn't
but you'll
dance?
fit right in.
I don't dance, though.
I heard a joke the other day. They said something about Baptists, about they don't have sex because they're afraid if they start having sex, dancing will break out.
I'm a Baptist. I'm a Baptist. I didn't even know it. Right now I know it. I'm a Baptist. I didn't even know I was a Baptist.
You didn't? You didn't?
Did you see that golf thing I sent you?
Yeah.
Did you look at the picture on the cover?
No, it just had the video.
I know, but it was the video. But did you see the screenshot of the video?
Yeah.
And what was it?
Just the guy standing there.
No, he was standing there like this.
Oh, yeah.
He had his
You're
club.
coming.
He had his club back, and his head.
His head was up. Yeah. My patented move.
Yeah, your patented move.
That's a good.
His
I'm going to get that move down
in
someday.
his backswing, he was looking around out there, waiting for the ball to show up.
One of these days, I'm going to perfect that move.
So
and when it does, watch out, PGA.
So the Pope is the boss of the Catholics.
Yeah.
But he ain't even American.
No.
So is he boss? And I went to the Vatican.
Yeah. You hung out at his house. Did you know the Vatican
I saw
is
they
a
showed us the
sovereign
room.
country?
Yeah. No, I knew. I've been there. Have you been there?
No.
I'm going to tell you about the Vatican then.
Okay, you tell me about
It's little bitty, and it's just basically like one big square, like you're going to Sayre, Oklahoma, and they got the town square.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big town
Yeah,
square.
the Pope lives there in the middle.
Yeah, he does. They showed you his room and stuff up there. But
Yeah.
you go through these big churches, and it's really
Did you
cool.
see the Vatican guards and their red stuff and all that?
And we saw the Michelangelo, what's called Sistine Chapel.
Right.
We went inside
part
there.
of the Vatican, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
So did you say hey to the Pope?
All kidding.
Like Gomer said, go by and say hey?
All kidding aside, I think I must be a Baptist if there's no sex in there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No sex. They don't have sex because they're afraid dancing.
I got to
will
tell
break
my
out.
wife we're Baptist.
Same thing with Church of Christ.
How do
or
you
any
spell
of
it?
those.
BABPIT.
VAP.
Oh,
Tist.
How come they call them Baptist?
Well, because we're from Texas.
Okay, Texas they're Baptist. Somewhere else they're Baptist.
Yeah.
What does Baptist
So
mean
when's
anyway?
the last time you had sex?
Let's see.
With another person?
Let's see. When's the millennium started when? In 2000?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Then there was Kennedy was president.
See,
Before that was Eisenhower.
I graduated high school in 75. 78! 1978!
Is that when you went to Boys Town in Mexico?
Skip it down. You don't got to tell everything you know.
Okay. Hey, I got.
My wife will cut me off.
How would you know?
She don't know where I'm getting it. She can't cut me off. Oh, you meant when was the last time I had sex with my wife? I thought you meant the...
I'm talking about anybody.
Oh, well,
I'm just talking about
Joe.
when there's another person involved.
Yeah, well, I'd have to go. What time is it? 1:45?
Yeah.
About 1:15.
Oh, please. What year? It was not this year. It wasn't last year.
Did you
About
say
the year before.
last year?
Oh, I got to get out of here. I got to get back to the office.
I was just getting warmed up.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I was
That's why I
fixing-
got to get out of here and go back to the office.
We talked about the Catholics and stuff. I was fixing to get in a
You're going
different
to piss
zone.
off everybody.
I don't want to piss off people. I just want to talk
The
about
only people that we really want to piss off
is the
is
white
women.
Well,
We don't
we
piss
got
anybody
them.
else off.
We talked about the Baptists and the Catholics and the Jews and all that.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about queers. I don't understand all the stuff.
I'm not comfortable with all this. I'm just not comfortable.
Obviously, there's a reason why we say we don't want white women to listen to this show.
We might want to
And
add to that list. We might want to make a bigger list.
In truth, you have to know all this we do is just in fun. This is all just in fun.
You know, my wife looks at me all the time. She goes, "That ain't funny."
Is that what she
She
does?
tells me, she said, "That ain't." I said, "We think it's hilarious." She goes, "It ain't funny."
What you remember what you said to me 1,000 times when I'll say something stupid like that? You'll roll your old head and you'll say, "What's the matter with you?" No, but seriously, when we do that, we're not trying to offend people, and
You got to laugh at yourself.
I have nothing wrong with gay people. We get a lot of gay people that actually a guy sent me a Facebook message that said he was a gay biker, and his son went to a funeral in Denver, and his son's 19 years old, and it was a picture of his son wearing one of my Strokers Dallas shirts. Yeah. So no, I tease about that stuff, and you do too. And you guys, you 13 listeners, if we got any of you left, y'all tease about that stuff too. It doesn't mean we're serious about it.
Well, you got to laugh at yourself. That's the main thing. Laugh at yourself first. We laugh at ourselves more than anything.
Yeah. No, we don't take ourselves very.
Why do you think we call ourselves the Dumbass Club? We're not that bright.
We're not that bright, but truly, I didn't realize that I was a Baptist until just now.
Really?
But you remember a couple of years ago when they called me a Gentile.
That you are.
But
Baptists are Gentiles.
Yeah, but I didn't know I was a Gentile.
You didn't? That Jew, I mean...
a non-Jew.
Yeah, a non-Jew.
I didn't.
That's the Goose was telling you that.
Yeah, and his friend, the pot smoker, what's his name? Harold.
Yeah.
You remember Harold?
Harold
the pot smoker. He's raising dope up in the mountains.
Is he really? Who told you that?
Goose, yeah. He raises dope.
Goose is Jewish.
Goose is Jewish, yeah. And he's one of my best friends.
I think Kay's Methodist.
She's from Iowa.
Yeah. That has nothing
Or Idaho.
That has nothing to do with being Jewish.
It doesn't matter where you're
Methodist.
from?
No.
I thought the Jews were like from, most of the Jewish people were from like Chicago and New York and those places. Are they?
They're all over everywhere. There's a giant Jewish community here in Dallas.
Yeah, but where did they come from?
Israel.
New York and Chicago.
Israel.
Goose didn't come from Israel.
Well,
he came
his
from Chicago.
His ancestors and ancestors and ancestors way back.
Where did yours come from?
I don't know, Lubbock or someplace.
Mine came from Irving.
All
All my relatives are from Irving.
Yeah.
That Trinity River's been good to us over the years.
You think so?
Okay, so you ready to go?
Yeah. Okay, I got to get out of here.
Okay.
What
See
else
if
you
I
got?
wanted to do. We did some filming yesterday.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Got a new a pilot for a new show.
Yeah, we're working on a
Sizzle's
new
what you call it.
demo reel, demo tape, or Sizzle. Working on some new stuff.
Well, that's good. I hope you get it. That'd be great. I think they ought to just come in here and film this. Why don't they just film this?
Because you're making fun of Jews and queers and everything else
Well,
on
they
here.
can bleep it. I didn't. You did.
You did.
I did not.
Why do you try to turn it around on me?
Because you're the one
You're
doing it.
watching the tape. You send him a message and tell him he's the one that's making fun of those poor people.
I am not making fun of them.
I am friends with all people.
You
I
are
am
not.
friend of man.
You have one friend, and it's me. And
Good-
you're lucky
good-
to have me.
I got one Gentile friend and one Jew friend. Goose is my friend.
Is that your quota?
That's all I need. I'm a Baptist. You're a Gentile. But I guess I'm a Gentile too.
Yeah, you are.
So you're
So if we have
maybe you can be like a Catholic.
No, I don't want to be Catholic.
I'm a Baptist. You can be Catholic, and Goose is
Let's
Jewish.
just put it this way: Goose is Jewish. Both you and I are Protestants and Christians. And so if we have a vote, we'll win.
We'll win. We'll beat him.
he don't have a chance.
We beat him every time.
So if anything comes to a vote,
we win.
We win.
We win.
Okay.
This has been the Rick and JoeT Dumbass Club, and it truly has been a dumbass club today.
I don't know why you got to piss people off.
You did. I'm trying to take up for the poor gay people. Actually, one of the biggest.
I didn't say anything about them.
One of the biggest parties we have up here is a lesbian deal, and I'm telling you, I love it.
Oh, me too. Why don't you? I'm a lesbian myself.
These girls are super, super, super nice, and they're good tippers. My bartenders like them, and they're just so nice and friendly.
Yeah. Oh,
they are.
Hey, I'm a lesbian myself.
Well, you look kind of queer to me, but if you want to stick with lesbian, go ahead. This has been the Rick and JoeT Dumbass Club, coming to you almost live from almost.
Can you see him? Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
And it's 1:45. That's where we ought to end the show. That was fun. Let's do it again.
Do it again.
You know, we had that a couple of times where you forgot to record stuff. We had to do it all over again.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're recording this?
Well, the light's red, and then I clicked it, and it goes off, and I think that means I won't know till I click stop.
Oh, great.
Okay. Thanks for listening to the show. You can email me, rick@strokersdallas.com, and the website is strokersdallas.com. Like us on Facebook. We got we got 5 or 6 pages, but one of them is the Rick Fairless. It's called the Rick Fairless personal page, and then I have a Rick Fairless fan page or a
Why
business.
do you got so many pages?
I don't know.
Why don't we set up a Rick and JoeT's Dumbass page?
Are you gonna work it? Or are you gonna want me to have my people work it?
Have your people do it.
Why can't you have Kathy do it?
Kathy's busy. Kathy's got real responsibilities.
Like what?
You know, Kathy's got a new girl working for her.
That's what I heard. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Kathy's good.
She's busy getting the new girl up to speed. Then Kathy will have more time to do other stuff for me.
Like Facebook.
No, she had no time for that.
No.
Crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you down the road.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace.